Empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably, that was where the duplicated Sylvia would go. Ready? When I push this button, it should...
Skip it. Just press the damn thing.
Alright. No need to be so bossy. Did it work?
Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now.
And the vial Sigma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
Alright, let's get this thing back to the infirmary. I reached down and pulled both vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly into my pocket. Oh shit.
What happened?
Sorry. My hand slipped.
You dropped one of them?
Yeah. This one, though.
What in the hell? What if you'd broken it, you idiot?
Come on. If it'd broken, then we could have just made another copy. Before Tenmyoji could reply, I spoke.
Guys?
I was starting to hear her voice coming from near my feet. I looked down to see her staring intently at something beneath the table.
You see? It did break.
No, the vial's fine. See?
She held it up in one hand, but didn't move her eyes.
Then what the heck is going on down there?
Take a look.
Yeah, you know. She just likes being on the ground in front of me. She slid back from the table, quickly and silently. The rest of us bent down to look. A bomb.
Whoa. Really? That makes two then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
So there were more bombs.
So it would seem.
Was this here when you guys came through the first time?
No, it was not.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, and I looked real hard. Then somebody must have said it while we were looking for Alice.
Who the hell would do that?
We were all out looking for Alice. It could have been any one of us. Except they think we came through here looking for Alice.
No, not any of us. I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out, so I was keeping an eye on him.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect. Is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too.
But Tenmyoji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb.
That's insane! Listen to yourself! There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb!
Tenmyoji was still staring furiously at Kay when Clover spoke up.
Hey, what's this thing?
Turning time to see her, grabbed something from under the table.
It looks like a memory card.
Where was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table.
Could it have been put here by the same person who set the bomb? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room.
Do you think they dropped it accidentally?
Unless it was left here intentionally, yes, I imagine so.
What do you think's on it?
Let's take a look. Do I see it for a minute?
Yeah, I guess so.
I plucked the card out of her hand and looked around the room. Nothing. Shoot. No dice. We'll need to plug it into something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything here.
So what do we do?
Come on, if I knew I'd be knew I'd be doing it.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes.
I didn't even know that the thing had gone off for the 45-minute initial start.
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Guys, I think maybe we should get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right. We've got what we came here for.
What should we do about the, bomb?
Not much we can do except leave it here.
Yeah.
Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them.
True,
Unfortunately.
but
Drop it. We can talk about the bombs later. Right now, we need to take care of Alice and Quark.
Yeah, I was gonna say this game is definitely a trip.
Right. This ought to do it. It might take a little while, but they should recover.
I mean, I couldn't imagine like the storyboard coming up with it. You know, trying to keep everything in track, like, you know, together and just it's a lot. It's especially the same thing with 999. And then after this, I know there's Zero Time Dilemma, which is pretty much the same way. It's like trying to keep everything together. Had to be absolutely insane. Her voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. In her hand was the injection gun. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one. While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark to a crude cot. Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes there's I think they intentionally do that, having more questions than answers, just so that you would come back or even replay the game. But no, they definitely try to wrap up a lot of it. The madness I'd seen on their faces before was completely gone.
Are they really going to be all right?
Yes. The analysis I did on the vials confirmed that the duplicate was real Excelivir. The original was genuine too, of course. Now that they've been treated...
it's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
I believe so, yes. Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Clover grin. Yeah, so far between the two games, there's always seems to be one female basically dressing completely nude. Or close to it, at least. And it's kind of amazing how that one necklace always stays in the perfect spot. Which endings? I just started kind of going from left to right. So I've got K, Dio, Tenmyoji, and Clover so far. So I'm just gonna go end up allying here and going down.
Five minutes remain until Ambidex game polling.
All right, everybody. We can be relieved later. Right now, we need to get to the AB rooms and fast.
Damn. Don't even have time to catch our breath.
Come on, let's go. The Floor A warehouse is waiting. No, that's alright. I know... I was gonna say, I've kind of seen someone play through it a little while ago. I forget which one of them's the true ending. I think it's down the left side, which is why I kind of wanted to start over there. It's either the left side or the right side. I forget which one. But it's just kind of funny how just going down this path, this is the only one where Dio's not like a complete and total dick to everybody. Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh, he stayed back in the infirmary.
Why?
What?
Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything. So I asked him if he was coming with us. And this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
I see. That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio.
One-on-one, huh?
Ugh.
That's cool. Nothing to worry about. I plan to choose Ally. You know why?
Because I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you chose Ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0 and... well, we know what happens then. I want to win, but I'm not that desperate. You see what I'm saying, right?
Tenmyoji and Dio are a pair. Tenmyoji only had one BP left. Since Dio said he's going to pick Ally, Phi can't really pick anything else. If she does, Tenmyoji will...
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Kay and I are gonna be going one-on-one too, right? Since Quark's still sleeping.
That is correct.
I'd rather just kind of keep it where they're not, just something that way anyone who's watching or whatever, you know, it's not spoiled right away for them. How many BP do you guys have?
I've got 6.
As do I.
This will be a tough one then.
If one of them can get the other to Ally and then betray that person, the betrayer will have 9 points.
Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but...
I know. You would like us both to vote Ally, yes?
Yeah.
I agree. If we were to both betray, then we would gain no points. We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant. If both of us cooperate, then we will both gain 2 points, which is much more beneficial.
Right. Okay, good. You're really gonna do it, right?
Yes,
Promise?
promise.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Shit, this is bad. We need to move, now!
Indeed. Shall we?
DOK, Phi, and Clover took off. All took off immediately, heading into different AB rooms. Yeah. Let's see. In 999, I mean, I actually liked Akane, but like you said, how these games kind of have more questions than answers. I mean, immediately in that first game, it made no sense how. I guess originally, Akane had burned to death, but yet somehow there was a future where Akane survived, so she kidnapped everybody to have a game so that she could survive. You know, like using the morphogenetic fields or whatever. So you want to talk about, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like I kind of understand how they were going it, but then you're kind of like, but that doesn't make sense. Like, especially when everyone kept saying, "Oh, a girl died during this test." Wait, if the girl died, then how's the girl standing right in front of you? You know, going through this test. Counting from the left, Dio went into room 3, Kay went into room 4, and Phi and Clipper went into rooms 5 and 6, respectively. I left Luna and myself. What do you think about taking the one
Sounds
on the
good.
far left? That settled, we headed to AB room number 1. Yeah, that was my thought when I got to the end of 999. I was like, wait, how's she it? And in the past, when she's supposed to be the one that got burnt. It's like, and then it's like, okay, cool. Then wouldn't all their memories be different? That the girl never did die in that one?
30 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Oops.
It's probably a little late to say this, but you know Alice is still in the infirmary. So,
You're saying we should pick Betray, right? Since Alice betrayed us before.
yes.
Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. Well, that's really sappy. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing.
Ten seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Well, I get how I understood the events happening at the same time. Since she's able to kind of communicate it with Junpei in the future and stuff like that, or see things through his eyes. So I understood that part. But like I said, it didn't make sense the fact that then she had an older self there playing the same games, and when she was supposed to be dead. And then how did she just straight up disappear at the end of the game as an adult? They're all locked in the room, then all of a sudden she's the only one who just vanishes. Nobody said a word.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Alright, let's go have a look at the results.
Okay.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
What?
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
I mean, look at everyone being dicks and
Please
betraying each
check
other.
your bracelet to see your
And then we
updated
get killed?
bracelet points.
Yeah, what? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. No, that's not possible. How can Alice's vote be betray? It's a question I would never know the answer to. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soporil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Oh no! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Sigma!
No. Why?
My heads felt like they were made of lead, but I forced them open. What's little mean? Why? I mean, it's like, well, I think he was probably injected with the Soparil. Everything was going blurry, but I noticed that the door of the second AB room was open. No one had gone into that room. I'd watched them all, and yet there she stood. An apparition that couldn't possibly be real. All ice. The world was gradually going black, and my mouth refused to form words, but my head echoed with questions. How? Why? What was she doing there? Did she run in at the last moment after Luna and I entered our room? Probably. But even if she had, why choose betray? So the darkness closed over my mind as well, and my questions were gone forever. Boom. Alice truly being the biatch that she is. Alright, let's go betray her. And I stepped out of the AB room.
Why? What happened to... It's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting. I thought...
There was nothing I could think of to say. Even I didn't really understand why I picked betray instead. Payback. It almost felt unconscious, like some other part of my mind was making the decision. Perhaps I'd been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that had moved my finger to the betray button against my will. Oh, they said it. The word, the evil spirits possessing them. Right? Well, we should go see the results.
Really? We already know what they are. It's just simple math.
The look in her eyes was more painful than any punch I had ever taken. Turned away and almost ran toward the projector. Anything to get away from those eyes.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
It's okay, we're all good friends here.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. How can Alice's vote be betray? It's not possible. Alice? She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where had she come from? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move towards us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh? Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward.
Me? A coward? You've got some balls saying that to me after you picked Betray. Why are you even here?
Well, you gave me the antivirus, didn't you? Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible. I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people. A result of my training. I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
So you shut up right after we got into the AV room.
Yes. Right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right. What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose Betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
You're full of shit. Self-defense my ass. You chose Betray because you wanted out. You had 6 BP. If I had picked Ally, you would have had 9. That's what you were trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me. Look, I only have 1 BP. You were this close to murdering me. Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so you could escape.
Don't be stupid. I knew you'd choose Betray. There was...
Tell the truth.
That is the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone. Yes. If Dio had chosen Ally, Phi would have killed Tenmyoji. And if she'd chosen Ally, Dio would have killed her.
Well, I'm arguing with you. I'm not
I
arguing
don't want
with
to be
them.
rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked. If either one had chosen Ally, the other one would have 9 BP right now.
Woo! Look at all the trust going around. Trying to look at the results again. Before I'd only been looking at my own. I didn't realize that there was only one word all across the roster. Betray. Whatever trust we managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Or had it been something else? Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we never managed to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a breath. You guys pay attention. Probably already all figured this out, but we can't keep going like this. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like pretty much all the endings are important because pretty much